Hi boys and girls, how are you doing? I just wanted to tell you how much I miss you guys, and I miss seeing you at church and giving you high fives and hugs, and I just can't wait to see you again at church. And until then, I thought it'd be cool if I made these videos and I could read the Easter story to you guys in pieces each week. So we have today, and then next week is Palm Sunday. And so our plan had been that we were going to sing our song that we had been practicing and sing it for the congregation and wave our palm branches and things, but it's not going to work out. So we're just going to read these stories each week up until Easter and just learn those stories. So I hope you guys are having fun at home, and I hope you have lots to do and that you're learning and creating things and playing outside. And most importantly, I hope that you're listening to your mom and dad and being the good boys and girls that I know that you can be. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to read out of the Beginner's Bible, okay? And I know that's a little simple for some of you bigger kids. So I have listed in the Facebook post the scriptures that I'm going to be reading these stories from. So if you want to get your favorite Bible out and read all those scriptures of the Easter story, and that way you get the whole story, all the details and things, and so I hope that helps you. So I'm going to start in the Beginner's Bible on page 427 if you're going to follow along, if you have this Bible. And this chapter is called The True King, okay? So I'm going to try to put the pictures in the camera so you guys can see those pictures as I'm reading it, okay? You see that? Okay. Jesus and his disciples went to Jerusalem for the Passover feast. Jesus told two disciples to bring him a donkey, and he told them where to find it. Jesus rode the donkey to Jerusalem. A big crowd welcomed him. People waved palm branches and put them on the road in front of Jesus. They shouted, "Hosanna, Hosanna! Blessed is the King of Israel." The leaders in Jerusalem did not like Jesus. They saw how many people were following him, and they were angry about it. They were jealous. Okay, we're going to skip a chapter and move on to page 437, washing the disciples' feet, okay? Jesus and his disciples gathered together for a special Passover meal. Jesus knew he would be leaving them soon, okay? I hope you can see these pictures good. Okay, after supper, Jesus removed his outer clothing, he wrapped a towel around his waist, and then he filled a bowl with water. Jesus washed and dried the disciples' feet one by one. Okay, here's the next one. When it was Peter's turn, he said to Jesus, "Lord, you should never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "I must wash your feet for you to be part of my kingdom." Then he said to them all, "As I have washed your feet, you must wash each other's feet." By doing this, Jesus showed his friends how to love and serve each other. Jesus told them, "One of you will turn against me tonight." His disciples were shocked and said, "We would never do that." "Who will turn against you?" John asked. "The one I give this piece of bread to," said Jesus. He handed it to Judas and said, "Do what you must." Judas left quickly. Okay, the Last Supper. Okay. Then Jesus did something else. He picked up a loaf of bread and he blessed it. Then he broke it into pieces. He gave the bread to his disciples to eat. Jesus said, "This bread is my body. Every time you do this, think of me." In the same way, he took a cup of wine and blessed it. He gave it to the disciples to drink. This is my blood. It is poured out to forgive the sins of many. The time has come for me to go away. Where I am going, you cannot yet go. I am going to heaven to prepare a wonderful new home for you, but I will return to you soon. At first, you will be very sad, but do not be frightened. Soon you will understand and you will be filled with joy. Okay, we'll continue next week. And I just wanted to ask you what you thought about the Last Supper. Does that sound familiar to you? So he broke bread and he gave it to each of his disciples, and then he poured wine for each of his disciples. And he said the bread was his body and the wine was his blood. Now, doesn't that sound like communion that we do on Sunday mornings, right? So when you see mom and dad doing that, or maybe even you are doing communion as well, that was the very first communion. So that is why we do that. And I just wanted to tell everybody that I miss you and I love you, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.